Hi, my besties and Mars. Welcome back to another episode of Painting with Tsma and tonight's episode we are going to create something new. Although all of you or most of you knows where I live. I live in the last frontier, America's last frontier. So if you know exactly what I'm talking about, and if you're watching this video, please don't forget to comment below and let me know what you think. Also, please don't forget to follow all my TS and my family on smule.com. They're all amazing singers. Amazing singers. Please follow first all the citizens of the Sex Music Assassins, alright? Followed by the administrators of the Sex Music Assassins. They're all amazing singers, amazing people. Um, what we are doing here, we are laying a foundation, alright? It's one of those mountains here at the state of Alaska. Not one of those mountains. That's wrong. Actually, when you come here, you'll be surrounded by like mountainous, like, the Grand Titan that I painted. If you know exactly what I'm talking about, please um let me remind you that what I painted on that looks like Alaska too. So they're all the same, but this one is really hilly. And when you come here, when you visit Alaska, you'll know that you're already in Alaska because of the mountains, the mountain ranges. They're so beautiful, and they're all covered with snow. You see, on March 30, 1867, the United States agreed to purchase Alaska from Russia for $7.2 million. Wow. Wow. About 2 cents an acre. Seward's Folly. So many called it after Secretary of State William Seward. So a check for $7.2 million. You know what? $7.2 million, you can buy a mansion already in the state of Nevada. As in right now, this year, you can buy 7.2 million, and that's already a huge house. And that can buy you already a like 9 bedrooms, 6 to 9 bedrooms, and 7,000 square feet to 14,000 square feet for 7.2 million. And that's the price that USA paid Russia to buy Alaska. That's so cheap, But that was in 1867. So think about it, that at that time, of course, it's too expensive, So 1868, they issued that check, August 1, 1868, and made payable to Edward D. Stokel, the Russian Prime Minister, to the U.S. So, again, January 3, 1959, Alaska, with a land mass larger than Texas, California, Montana combined. You see, it became the 49th state in the Union. And it is a large state. Yup. I guarantee you that. Like, if you go to, like, somewhere here in Alaska, alright. So I live here in Anchorage. So if you go to, like, to the north of Alaska or south, oh my god, it's kind of like you are driving in circles because of these mountains, you know. It's really, I live in, I live in like a small area of Alaska, Anchorage, you know, and it's surrounded by mountains, really. And you know, like what I said, it is a large state, and one-fifth the size of all the other states together, reaching so far to the west that the international date line had to be bent to keep the state all in the same day. So it's also the only U.S. state extending into the eastern hemisphere. So think about that. So in Alaska, the family car has swings, vegetables, and fruit grow to 2 times their normal size. And you know, like the squash, if you call the squash there in your place squash, we call ours pumpkin, and it's as big as like a table. And I'm not kidding. The last years, you know, before this COVID-19, it was like 1,000 pounds, the pumpkin, the size of one pumpkin. That was really huge, you know. And also, moose interrupt golf games when they feel like it. So, in everywhere you go, there's a sign that says, "Give a moose a break." So the name Alaska was used by the Russians to refer only to the peninsula. This name was used by the United States to refer first to the entire territory and then to the state after its purchase in 1867. So the name Alaska is taken from the Aleut word Alaksk. That's how it pronounced. That refers to an object to which the sea is directed. So in this case, the Alaska Peninsula, the mainland. This is sometimes loosely translated as Great Land. So Alaska is also known as the last frontier, admitted as the 49th state to the Union, is thought of as America's last frontier because of its distance from the lower 48 states and because of its rugged landscape and climate. Ooh, so cold here, my God. So this remote and rugged perception is evidenced by the fact that only about 1/3 of the state has been organized into political units. 13 boroughs, similar to counties, are defined. But if you go to lower 48, they call it counties. Like Orange County. If you go to like Florida, there's Orange County there. And I remember the last time I was there, my family went there too. There was a tornado warning at the Orange County. That was quite a vacation. Alright, so this Alaska also is called the land of the midnight sun. I should add this as my title. So this nickname refers to Alaska's northern locations, where for a period of time in the summer, the sun never completely dips below the horizon. The sun is visible at midnight. So this is so true. Like summertime, you can see the sun. Like not the sun never sleeps. So parts of Alaska are bathe in 24 hours of daylight. In Barrow, the sun doesn't set for 84 days. Woo! And for more information about extremes of Alaska days, of course, go visit alaska.gov. Kids Corner. All right. Wow. You love it. So people who live in Alaska or who come from Alaska are called Alaskans. So you can call me an Alaskan too, since I've been here for almost half my life. So yeah. You know, the grizzly bear and the salmon symbolizes Alaska's natural beauty and abundant wildlife. And with the bear representing strength and the salmon representing the nutrition that provides for this strength. Oh, I remember when before COVID, you know, me and my hubby went fishing, and I was pregnant at that time. I remembered it was my first baby, I think, my first pregnancy. And I was doing deep netting, alright. So my husband was so far, and I was just on the shore, and I have this deep net, and I was trying to catch fish, alright. So I literally, I fell. My face was facing the water. I fell on the water with my big tummy, and this white boy, not white boy, but it's an old guy already. White boy. Probably Alaskan too, or a tourist. And instead of helping me, if you see like a pregnant woman who fell on the water, of course, the first thing you're gonna do is to stand where you're at, and you will really rush to help that woman, right? But nope, he saw me fell, and he was like laughing to death, like as in laughing and laughing, and he doesn't want to stop laughing. So when I said, "Oh, okay, you're so gentleman," I said, "Thanks for your help." And then I went to the bathroom, I changed my clothes, and I just stopped fishing. So I was just, after I changed my clothes, I was watching my husband try to catch fish, right? Doing deep netting. So I saw this guy who laughed at me, and I don't know, it's like karma is a bitch, like at that time the internet was like 2G at that time. So the karma came back and hit him. He fell also. So I don't know what crossed my mind, but when I saw him, I couldn't stop laughing too. And I literally told him, karma is a bitch. Now we are quits. That's what I told him, and he was laughing too. It was funny. It was funny, really. Oh my gosh. Some people. Oh my goodness. That was fun, really. So, you know what? There are only about 500 farms in Alaska. So most clustered in the 880,000 acre Matanuska Valley northeast of Anchorage, where I live. Alaska's top 5 agricultural products are greenhouse, like what I'm saying, the pumpkins, stuff like that, the nursery products, hay, dairy products like milk, potatoes, also cattle and calves. And also the most valuable livestock commodity produced in Alaska is milk. followed by eggs, of course, beef, cattle. Then Alaskan farmers also raise chickens, hogs or pigs, sheep, lambs, and also native Alaskan mainland herds of reindeer as a sort of meat and hides. Also crops, the greenhouse and nursery products are the top agricultural revenue producers in Alaska. The barley, hay, oats, the potatoes are prevalent field crops. So also, Alaska love manufacturing, like we do some food processing, the fish products, the salmons like that, crabs, that's Alaska's leading manufacturing activity in terms of value added by manufacturer. The Ketchikan on Kodiak Island is considered the center of the world's salmon packing industry. So you know that if you hear the word Alaska, the name Alaska, of course, gas comes to your mind. So petroleum products rank second. Also, when you hear about Alaska, you think about gold panning, stuff like that. So, or mining. Oil provides about 95% of Alaska's mining income. So other mined products are gold, zinc, silver, coal, crushed stone, the pebbles, the lead, molybdenum, and sand and gravel. Then, like what I said, fishing too. Fishing, Alaska's fish catch is the most valuable among the 50 states, and the most important commercial fishing ports are the Kodiak and Dutch Harbor. So large catches of cod, flounder, pollock, rockfish, sabblefish, salmon, and smelt drive the industry. I remember also when me and my husband went to Homer, and he caught a lot of flounder. And this Korean lady told me, she was like, "Oh, excuse me, are you going to eat that flounder? Oh, you should give that to me because that flounder is rich with germs. It's full of bacteria. You should give it to me." That's what she told me. I said, "Nope, I'm gonna fry this, I'm gonna clean it, and I'm gonna eat it." Oh my gosh. Some people really, sometimes they just talk and talk and they just talk without thinking really. She really thinks that I'm that stupid, like I don't know, if you can eat that fish or not, and that's really funny. She just assumed that I am one of the tourists there. So also Dungeness crab, king crab, the scallops, sea urchins, shrimp, a snow crab that tastes good also. The eggs and other important products of the fleet. Yeah, that's really it's really fun if you like visit Alaska. So I suggest that you visit summertime, alright, so you can do all these things. Alright, but winter time you could just go and go to like to the north to see northern lights. Oh, the aurora borealis is really really beautiful. You will really really enjoy it. So what's the capital of Alaska? It is Juneau. So what are the nicknames of Alaska? If you know that answer, please let me know in the comment section below, alright? And also, what is the total area including the land and water? If you know that, the answer to that question, please don't hesitate to comment below also. So what is the water area? What's the greatest distance east to west? Also, the greatest distance north to south. Alright. So what's the highest point for Mount McKinley? And this ranks, what's the rank of this Mount McKinley among other states? If you know the answer to that question, please don't forget to comment below. Alright. As you can see here on this painting, we are still painting. Alright, adding some glaze. Okay, so this is the tail blue. That's a tail blue, that blue color right there. Alright, so mineral is gold. Oh, alright. Have you heard about the Iditarod? That's the sports of Alaska, the dog mushing. The Iditarod. It was adopted in if I'm not mistaken, 1972. Yep, 1972. But you will really love and enjoy to watch the Northern Lights. It's really, really awesome. You will like it. Alright. What you are watching here right now is the yellow color. Alright, this is the cad yellow. So we're putting the highlights. Alright, this is at the bottom of the Northern Lights. Sometimes when you see Northern Lights, sometimes when you see it with your naked eyes, of course, you'll see some other colors there. You can see white also. You can also see yellow. That's the rare one, and the red is the rarest one. But sometimes it's so like you see this yellow green color, like it's the, when you think about Northern Lights, you think about green. So some people, that's what they see when they see the Northern Lights. But when you really go to to the north, you can see pink. You can see some orange color, rare, blue color that dances, or light blue color, light green color that dances, and also pink and violet. There you go. See this one? So that's just a reflection of the mountains and the Northern Lights, and it reflects to the water. Wow. See that? Alright. Now we're doing the reflection of the Northern Lights. There you go. Alrighty. You know, the lowest monthly average temperature is negative 21.6. Negative 21.6. Then the highest monthly average is 71.8. degrees, and that's Fahrenheit. The lowest recorded temperature was negative 80 degrees. That's on January 23, 1971 at Prospect Creek Camp. And the highest recorded temperature is 100 degrees. That's at 4th Yukon on June 27, 1915. Yep, when you live here in Alaska, it's like you live inside the fridge. Oh, I experienced that, like living in both extremes, you know, like we lived in Las Vegas before. It was super, super hot, like you are inside the oven. But when you go to Alaska, it's like you are inside in a huge refrigerator. Not refrigerator, but freezer. Oh yes. So cold. Really cold. You know. Hey. There you go. As you can see, that's the northern lights. So we are using oil painting on this one, right? There you go. So if you have like questions about this painting tutorial, please don't hesitate to comment below. Alright? So you can literally like put the color to create that northern lights. And just grab a clean brush and drag it upwards. That's it. That's how you do it. Alright. See that one? There you go. My light is flickering. I'm so sorry about that. It's kind of weird, eh? Alright. We are almost there. So this is the twist. I twisted this painting, alright? And as you can see, I added some trees on the foot of the mountains just to give some effects, like a beautiful view. If you like